how's it going? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a super high converting landing page if you run a VSL or like a webinar funnel. So this landing page template that I'm going to show you right here, and I'm going to show you multiple examples throughout this video, are going to probably convert at 20 to 30% or even higher. And you can use the ideas and the template from this video to build your own landing page, regardless if you run Facebook or like YouTube ads. This is going to work for both sources of traffic, and this is just going to be really helpful. Again, if you have a VSL or like a webinar funnel, and you maybe sell like an online course or like an online program, or you have like a book a call funnel, this is going to work very well for you, and that's going to help you get a very high opt-in rate. So this is basically the template. Obviously, it's just a template. It's just an example. But first of all, I want to break down all the sections of the landing page. And then I'm going to show you some examples of 8-figure landing pages that you can model, you can copy. And then we're also going to break down the most important things when it comes to having a super high converting landing page. So when it comes to the structure of the landing page, the first part of it is going to be the eyebrow. This is how we call this part of the page. And here you have two options. So you can either tell exactly what the lead magnet is. So in this case, again, because you have like a VSL or like a webinar funnel, you want to say something like free 30-minute masterclass or like free 1-hour webinar. If you do a VSL, you can say something like free presentation on X, where X is obviously the topic that you talk about. So essentially what you do here is you want to basically tell what the lead magnet is, so exactly what they're going to get. And eventually you can even insert the duration of the VSL, webinar, masterclass, whatever. Now, this is the option number one for the eyebrow. The option number two for the eyebrow is where you call out your ideal avatar. So, for example, if you sell to like real estate agents or something like that, you would say something like for real estate agents. Now, obviously, this is kind of broad, but you want to be as specific as possible when it comes to calling out your ideal avatar. This is like the secret here. The more specific you can be, the better it is. Now, when it comes to choosing like option number two or option number one or option number two, honestly, it depends on exactly what you're doing. For example, if you have like multiple avatars and you don't have like one precise avatar that you can clearly call out, then honestly I would go with the option number one for the eyebrow, where I just state exactly what the lead magnet is. However, if you have like a super precise avatar that you can specifically call out, for example, if you are marketing to real estate agents from New York or from LA or something like this that are above a certain revenue mark, then you can call out that one. Okay, so again, if you can be very specific with calling out your ideal client, your ideal avatar, then I would go with this one. If not, you can go with this one as well. That's fine. Now, obviously, the next part is going to be the headline, and this is going to be the central piece of the page in the sense that this is going to have the biggest impact on the opt-in rate that you have. There are like thousands and hundreds of frameworks for how to write, for writing like a super good headline, but this is basically how it goes. If you sell information online, you would most likely be very successful if you'd start the headline with something like how to achieve X, where X is obviously desired outcome, or how to do something. That how to element is very good. Now the next part is going to be the bullets, and basically bullets, they should just reinforce the main idea that you state in the headline. So the main benefit, the singular idea that you talk about in the headline, bullets should only reinforce that idea. Now, the next component is going to be either a image or like a sub 1 minute video of yourself. And it should be yourself. It shouldn't be like anything else, because you want to have a continuity, a congruency between the ad and between the landing page, and then the webinar, and everything should be essentially linked. And then obviously you have the sign up button, and an optional is to have a testimonial section right here. Maybe you can have like 3 images with like of testimonials from your students, clients, whatever. But be careful. Do not put testimonials of your product here. Okay. Do not put testimonials like, yeah, this is the best course ever. It was totally worth my investment of $20,000. Do not put that here. you should be putting testimonials of your lead magnet. For example, like, yeah, great webinar, amazing presentation. This presentation totally changed my life. Do not mention a product here, or do not mention any offer. Okay, so that's it when it comes to the template. Now let's take a look at some examples of super high converting landing pages, 8-figure and even 9-figure landing pages that you can copy, that you can model essentially for your business. Now keep in mind that this template is not set in stone, so to say. You can definitely play around with the structure. You can definitely do it your own way, but if you want to take the safe route, then just use this template as it is, because it has been proven and all the biggest players are consistently using it. So you don't want to reinvent the wheel. Why would you do it? Because businesses that are doing 8 and 9 figures are using this exact template. So again, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. You don't want to change the template, but just for you to know, you can definitely play around with it. So let's take a look at another example of a landing page. As you can see, the eyebrow here is calling out the it's not calling out lead magnet, but it's actually saying what the lead magnet is. Essentially, it's a new video for 2024. And then we have just stupidly simple a headline and the opt-in, right? So headline, as you can see here, is going to be a needle mover. And again, it just proves the point that you have to focus all your attention on the headline itself. Now, the next thing, this page here is not specifically selling like a webinar or like a VSL, is selling an opt-in, but it's the same idea where it's like, it's super simple. It has like a super simple headline, an image of, the person that you're going to engage with, then Henry here, and some social proof. And then you can apply for the next step here. Now, here's another example where you can see again a photo of the guy that has been presenting the ad basically, and then you just have the eyebrow. Okay, this is a webinar funnel. You have the headline, which is super simple to the point. You have the opt-in, obviously above the fold. So the above the above the fold, sorry, the top of the page is very important. And essentially, you want to have the headline, opt-in, and everything here. You want to have the opt-in above the fold. That's the main point of it. And then you also have the details about the webinar, since this is a webinar funnel. And you also have exactly what he's going to present in the webinar. So as you can see, these are basically the bullets, but they also have like images and graphics. It's a little bit more complex, but it's the same idea. Okay, bullets, where you tell exactly what you are going to present in the webinar / VSL, and you reinforce the main idea and the main benefit that you state in the headline. Now, before we get into the important things, let's take a look at other examples of actually 9-figure landing pages and 8-figure landing pages. So as you can see here, this is from mastermind.com. We have like a simple headline, benefit driven, that focuses on one thing and one idea. And then you also have the bullets and obviously the image of Tony and Dean. And it's just, as you can see, it's exactly the same template, okay, that's been used by them. And then you will also have like a button right here, like a call to action button, right? Now, this is from Alex Becker, where you again have the headline. This is like a webinar funnel, a just-in-time webinar funnel. As you can see, superly simple. The page, you can call it ugly, you can call it whatever, but as you can see, the needle mover is again going to be the headline. And then you also have bullets that are essentially, mysterious. They are selling the idea. They are getting you to want to watch the webinar. And this one is from Sam Ovens. So again, as you can see, the eyebrow, where you tell exactly what they're going to get, is free training from Sam Ovens. Then you have the headline, simple to the point, an image. In this case, it's actually like a short video. As I said, you can use either like an image or a short video. And you also have the bullets that reinforce the idea from the headline. And usually in copywriting, we call these fascination bullets, right? Because you really want to sell, curiosity. You want to instill curiosity in your prospects, and this is basically what you want to do. Also, you want to reinforce the idea in the headline, obviously. So these are the pages. If you want to, you can just stop this video and model them. Take them for your business. I can tell you that these pages are converting super, super well. So you can definitely take the template and just use it for your business. Now let's talk about some needle movers and exactly what you should be focusing on when it comes to the headline. So the first thing that I want to mention is that you need to focus on the needle movers. So as I said, 80% from the results that are gonna be generated by your landing page. I mean, obviously the opt-in, this is your ultimate goal with the landing page, is the headline. Okay, headline is going to affect 80% of the results that you are going to get from the page. As you can see, you can only have like a headline and it's still gonna work. But you want to focus all your attention on the headline, and that's it. The next part of it is going to be the bullets. The bullets, I would say, are second to the headline when it comes to importance. So as you can see, the copy is the main component of the page. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what kind of design you have, what kind of colors, the fonts you use. If you focus on the copy, specifically on the headline and then on the bullets, you are going to be extremely profitable and extremely successful. You are going to be good to go. The next part is going to be the eyebrow. So again, another piece of copy. This one you can improve it as well. And then lastly, you can change the image and you can test the image. So tip number one, focus on needle movers, specifically the headline. Okay. The second thing, you need to scientifically split this one variable at a time every week. Okay, what I mean by that. So obviously, maybe right now you have a conversion rate of like 10% for your opt-in page and you want to get it up to like 40%, whatever. In order to do that, you need to scientifically test one variable at a time every week. So for example, what we do is we test one variable every Monday. We let that run for a week. We do the test, and then after a week has passed by, we take a look at the data and we see, hey, this did this beat the control? Is it better? Is it not better? What do we need to do? And something like this. So this way, we know exactly what moved the needle and what do we need to do in order to improve the conversion rate of the page. Most of the times, again, we are going to focus on the headline. We are going to be testing different headlines because again, this is what is going to have the biggest impact. So you might as well want to focus on the 20%. That brings 80% of the results. Now, again, the second thing, and I already said this, but you need to focus on the copy of the page. Again, design, fonts, colors, and images and stuff like that. That's like secondary, or you should not be focusing on that. Okay, you should be focusing on copy. If you have good copy, then your page is going to absolutely kill it. So again, focus on the copy, and essentially here, what's very important is the rule of one. So essentially, you want to focus on one thing, one benefit, and one outcome only. Even if you help them with multiple things, you don't need to mention multiple things. You don't need to talk about too many things because you're just going to confuse them. It's just, and they're just gonna, just gonna zone out. They're just gonna drop off, right? So again, focus on one big thing, one big benefit, and one outcome only. Now, the fourth thing here is bullets should reinforce the singular benefit that you're selling, right? So again, with bullets, you should be reinforcing the main idea from the headline and building curiosity. This is what you should do in the bullets right here. Okay. The fifth thing is you want to keep the page as simple as possible. Uh, we've done this mistake quite a few times in the past where we have had like a super long page with a bunch of things on it, like testimonials are good, you can actually use them, but like testimonials, who is this for, who is this not for, this is for you if, and look at this result, and look at this, and look at this. Now the page should be as stupidly simple as possible. The simpler the page, the better. And also because a very complex page and a very complicated page is going to have a lot of variables, and it's very hard to optimize that type of page if you have like 10 different variables that you want to look after. The simpler the page, the better. Simplest pages tend to convert the best. Okay. And then the last thing is you want to optimize for mobile traffic because 80% and more from the traffic is going to come from mobile. Okay. It's not going to come from desktop. So obviously right now we're looking at this from a desktop, but you want to improve this and you want to improve the formatting specifically for mobile view, okay? Because again, most of the traffic is going to come from that source, so you might as well focus on that. So that's it for this video. Again, if you want to just model this exact template right here, you can just stop the video. You can take a look at all the templates. You can take what you want from them. Specifically, this is going to help you if you run a webinar funnel or like a VSL funnel. And you can take a look at all these examples. I'm telling you, these pages convert super, super high. They are being used consistently by 8 and 9 figure players, basically the biggest players in the industry. So you do not want to change the wheel, basically. You don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? So with that being said, my offer to you is if you are a course creator or a coach and you sell online courses and programs and you want to scale your business to 100K per month in revenue this year, then we can help you get there. We can help you with building a super high converting landing page and with improving your funnel. And if you're interested in getting our help, then you can book a call using the link down below in the description. It's not going to be a sales call. I'm just going to explain exactly how our process works and how we can help you get more clients for your online courses and programs consistently and predictably every month. Position your offer in front of the right people and scale to 6 figures in monthly revenue this year. That being said, I'm Gabriel, signing off and see you in the next video.